What's up, guys? It's Frankie Finn. For those of you guys who don't know me, I've built 3 different agencies to 100 plus clients, helped hundreds of people to do that, live the old beach, travel more kind of lifestyle. And I also wrote the book Beyond Agency Box. And today I want to talk to you guys about something: agency wealth secrets. And what I mean by that more than anything is not just having like active income that you work really hard, but actual assets you own that produce cash flow, that are generational, that you can pass down to your children, and more like work smarter and less work harder. So we're going to get into that. Let's do it now. All right, so they're building a house next door. For those of you guys who have been following, it's coming along. This is my little morning meditation spot, although it's been a little noisy of lately, so I haven't used it much. I like to kind of just lay and check out the ocean and the unusual plants. So today I want to give you guys a 3-point plan for getting serious amounts of cashola in your agency that will give you the flexibility to do whatever the fuck you want without all the hard work, which is what most people do. And what's key in this 3-point plan is the third step that almost nobody does.
But listen up. I got a 3-point plan to fix everything.
Break it down.
Number 1, we got this guy,
Frankie Finn. I got a 3-point plan that'll fix everything. Break it down, Camacho. All right, step 1. You gotta have an offer that's easy to sell. Most people are running around with hard to sell offers, which means like shit ton of work that you don't need to be doing. That's not really a whole lot of fun. Chasing and proposaling and all that. Life gets a lot easier when you got an easy to sell offer. People say yes, they want it. You give it to them, all good. Step 2. You got to be able to retain clients. Otherwise, you're like going to reinvent your income every like 3-4 months. And so I see so many agencies stuck in the churn and burn game. And it's really about a customer service system. You know, a lot of handwritten notes and gifts and thank yous and just client appreciation. You keep in mind client appreciation, you'll crush it. Now let's talk about step 3, which is the evil genius part that nobody does. It's my evil laugh. So this is the part where people really get ahead. And I'll tell you, I've met some friends who've had, I don't know, $150,000, $200,000 a month agencies that one day got burnt out of it, stopped doing it so much, and they went down to like $10,000 or $20,000 agencies that they felt were more manageable. And you know what happened? Income-wise, what they had to show for it? Very, very little. Which is kind of sad. Gives me a little tear. And obviously, I want you guys to have something to show for it. And this is the secret, is invest in cash flow producing assets. And if you want an extra bonus tip on how to do that, manage your risk. I'll give you a real life example of this. I found out about a new crypto token. It cost about $2,000 to get a cash flow producing node. And the payback on it right now in the early stages is about 20 days, right? And obviously that's subject to the price staying where it is, which in crypto it's probably not going to do that. But in 20 days, that means that that node will have produced $2,000 worth of income, at which point I will cash out the $2,000 and use that to buy another cash flow producing asset, but I will still own the node. And another 20 days later, that will produce another $2,000. And that is all very after it's set up, which takes about 15-20 minutes of tech. It's very hands-off and passive. And most people are not doing this with agency income. They're either getting stuck at step 1, where they have kind of sales that are hit and miss, and then you don't really have a stable income. A few are getting past that and getting to step 2, but they don't keep people very long after they make sales. And you got to make promises that you can actually fulfill on and deliver on. So as a general rule, small and meaningful promises are way better than big marketing promises for the purposes of keeping people. But third, when you start reinvesting income into cash flow producing assets, and crypto is just one example, like another example, we're buying discounted land. I'm not doing a ton with this right now, as I've just been super busy, but we are doing some. Buying land at a discount, we resell it on payment terms over 10 years. We're almost getting paid back later, and the land does all the work. The land does all the paying. The land does all the heavy lifting. So these are just a couple of examples, but when you start investing into cash flow producing assets, it's your cash flow producing assets that become your income. And I'll tell you how you know you've got this nailed. One of our mastermind members just told me, I'm not selling a lot of web designs right now. And I was like, why not? And he said, well, my passive cash flow income covers all my bills and I don't really need to do anything. So I've been super unmotivated of lately. And he's considered this to be a problem. And I said, that's amazing, right? Like, just think about how most people would love to just their passive hands-off stuff just cover all their bills, and they only had to work when they wanted to. So that's the power when you get this. But you also can then give something on to your children. So I'll give you a couple of these passive cash flow assets that you should keep an eye on. There's certain stocks, if I could recommend, it would be Vanguard 500. It's the easiest, most hands-off, 10% a year, just set it and forget it kind of investment. Gold mining stocks are going to be huge. I think so anyway. Again, none of this is financial advice, by the way. I expect you to be an adult, do your own research. Crypto, decentralized exchanges, especially staking, doing a whole bunch of staking. Stake some more. Land, real estate. Those are a couple that never go out of style. But I mean, if you use your creativity, it could be anything. It could be anything that has monetary value. It could be a cash flow asset. Someone has an RV, you make an offer to buy it 50% off, you turn around and sell it for 100%, and you might offer flexible payment terms on the remaining 50%. Like, there's lots of ways for you to produce this cash flow, but it's a mindset that takes every time you get a dollar in your agency, instead of going, how can I just cover my necessities and buy me things, think about how can I get more cash flow producing assets. You do that a couple of times, you're way the fuck ahead of the game. So I hope that's really helpful for you guys in this video. I know it's a little ranting on my porch, but the kids are out. It's a sunny day. It usually is here. So that's all I got for you guys in this video. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and may the force be with you.